Hi, my name is Mike, and welcome to my first beer review. Been kind of searching online for some ideas for some new beers and stuff, and came across a few guys doing some YouTube videos on beers and why they like them, why they don't like them, and just checking out different stuff. So figured I'd give it a go. It's my first video for beer, so it's probably gonna suck, but nonetheless, I figured at least I'd start with something good. Or at least I've heard it's good, never tried it, but nonetheless, here we go. I'm going to start with Rogue Chocolate Stout. It only comes in two ways, and that's either draft or in this big old bomber here. So anyway, kind of give you a little background on the beer, tell you what Beer Advocate thinks of it, and then I'll give you my thoughts. So out of almost 1,500 reviews on Beer Advocate, it gets an A. Which is a really great grade, and I've heard a lot of great things about it. Why I've never tried it, I'm not really sure. But let's see here. It's got 69 IBU. It's 6% ABV, and it says it's made with imported chocolate. Sounds pretty good. From what I understand, it's not like the semi-sweet, it's more like a bittersweet chocolate, so we'll see. But says to serve it at about 45 degrees. I think I've got it at about 45 right now. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's pretty cooled. And it's made out of Oregon, of course, by Rogue. Let's see here. Beer Advocate says it's an American stout. Let's see what else they say about it. And one thing to note too, the bros give it an A+, so it really gets a very, very high rating. So anyway, we're gonna pop this top here and see what she tastes like, using just a flat popper. So there's a guy on here that I really like watching. His name is Joe D or something like that. He always likes to watch the smoke, so let's see if I can do good with the smoke. You can see it. Good. Ready? Oh, I blew it. That's amazing. But still a good amount of smoke came out. It's still billowing out. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's kind of funny. Been drinking beer for a long time, never really paid attention to the smoke until I started watching Joe D. Got a nice German half-liter glass here. So here we go. There's still quite a bit left in the bottle there. That's it. Man, that stuff smells really good. Got a really, really thick head. The bubbles are kind of big. It's semi-creamy. It's definitely a stout. Seems pretty heavy. And it's very, very dark. I don't really see much. Can't really see through it at all. I mean, I can't see through any of the sides here. It's a very, very dark stout for sure. There's a few small, like champagne, which you can probably see right there, bubbles coming up. It seems like it's got a pretty good amount of carbonation in it. And the head is pretty thick, actually. It's staying pretty thick. The bubbles are kind of large. It's not like a Guinness, but still it's pretty thick. I'll start with the smell. Man, wow, that smells really, really good. I mean, that almost smells like chocolate syrup. Wow. Man. And they really tell you to pair this up with, just like most stouts, with steaks, beef, pork, well-seasoned meats, and then even desserts. But this might be a little bit much with a dessert, but we'll give it a go. Man, that really... Wow, that smells phenomenal. Oh, my mouth's like watering here. Smelling this, it's... Wow. anyway, seems like a great beer, so here we go. Cheers. Wow, you can definitely tell there's some roasted malts in there or something, and man, the chocolate flavor is really, really nice. Interesting. There's a little bit of a kind of a hoppiness to it as well. But I guess that would explain the 69, I think it was. Let's see. Yeah, 69 IBV. But man, wow, that's a very, it's pretty bitter. I wouldn't say it's super bitter. It's definitely not like a Guinness. I think the chocolate is definitely helping with some of the bitterness, but it's pretty good. Yeah, I think my my favorite thing about this beer is the smell, and that the bit of chocolatiness that you get initially when you're drinking it. It's definitely bitter. It's definitely a stout beer, which I'm not a fan of. I'm not usually a stout drinker. Like, I don't really drink Guinness, things like that. I usually like ambers, but it's not bad. It's a little, man, it just smells so good though. It really does smell like chocolate syrup. So the lacing's not bad. See, there's some lacing holding up on the cup. It's not as thick as a Guinness or anything, like I've said, and the head isn't quite a Guinness head, but man, I tell you what, that chocolatey is really, really good. It's pretty sweet. It's not really as bitter as the chocolatey flavor is not as bitter as I thought it was going to be. It's a little more semi-sweet than I was envisioning, but it's a little more bitter than I like out of a beer. Not a fan of most stouts and dark beers, but I think it's a pretty good beer. So you know, I'm not really a fan of stouts, but I could definitely order this at a bar if they had it. So I think I'll give it 1 thumbs up. Yeah, just one, not 2 for sure, just because it's a little more bitter than I like. The hop flavor is kind of nice on the back end. The smell is really, really great. It's fairly smooth. It's definitely a thick beer. It's definitely a stout, but just a little bit more bitter than I like. So that's my first beer review. I hope you like it. I'm planning on doing one of these a night, and so yeah, maybe the next time too, when I use my thing, I can get a little more smoke out of the bottle. But I did buy a 4-pack of random beers, some that I haven't had, some that I have had. My favorite being of the pack that I bought, being Red Seal. I have had that, and it's quite good. I also bought a German wheat, a craft brown, and some others. But anyway, so that's the first review, and yeah, there's definitely some heavy carbonation in there. So cheers, and if you like stouts, give this a go, because I think you'll really, really enjoy it. All right, cheers.